guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be asking a very tender question. And this is a perception that many survivors feel at some point in the healing process. And I would say typically early on, and even midway through, and some of you are feeling this even towards the end, okay? And that feeling is, why do I feel defeated while the narcissist seems victorious? It seems to me that they have just ridden off into the sunset. It doesn't look like they have a care in the world. They're not broke, busted, and disgusted. They're not moping around. They don't seem to be hurting for anything. While me, on the other hand, I'm feeling all of these things and more. And it's astronomical. It's overwhelming. Why am I the devastated one? Why do I feel like I'm the one who actually lost? What is going on here, Lakia? Okay. If I've gotten rid of this toxic person, why do I feel like I'm the defeated one? Can you please explain? Okay. I get asked this question a lot, you guys. And if I forgot to paraphrase it in the way that you think, or, it's all under the same building here. And hopefully, I do have a list here of 3 reasons why you may be coming to that conclusion, or why you may be taking on this perception, you guys. So I want you to really listen and hear what I'm about to say right now. And this is going to give you that insight to help you get out of that mode. That's the whole point here. I want you to get out of that mode. But first, I'm going to help you understand why you are probably in this place. And perhaps, let me see. These are probably things that may not have occurred to you. So this is going to be great. This is going to be great. And then if it is something that has occurred to you, perhaps there's another angle of it that you weren't considering that could help you have that breakthrough moment so that you can make a shift, you guys. Because I say this over and over again on this channel, that a lot of your healing and moving forward in life is going to be stemming upon you changing your mentality so that you can help have a shift in your perception in a sincere manner, not just because I said it. Yeah, I want you to be able to hear this and receive it. So, as you're processing it, it can really be planted and watered into your subconscious so that you can sincerely feel what I'm saying, because that's going to give you the sincere shift, and not just, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense, but you're really in resistance. You're having a tug of war with some aspect of it, and that's going to send you right back into where you were. Okay, we're trying to leave and never go back there. Okay, with that being said, you guys, here are the 3 things on my list, all right, of why you feel defeated while they seem victorious. And, I chose my words very carefully. Seem, okay? And you feel defeated, okay? All right, so number 1, and I have a feeling here that we're going to go beyond 3 because Spirit is just telling me more things. I'm getting like a download right now while I'm talking to you guys, and I probably should write this down when I get downloads. I like to write. I have papers everywhere with stuff written on them because I don't want to forget. Okay. So let me just take a moment to write this down live and direct. Okay. Because I got a number 4 already. Okay. All right. So the number 1 thing that I want to point out here of why you're the one that's feeling, you're perceiving, I feel defeated while they seem victorious, or, I feel like I lost while they won. Number 1, you're staying in their energy while they're moving on into another energy. You're staying in their energy while they're moving on to another energy. You know, energy is something that I want all survivors to be paying attention to. If you have not begun to understand energy and how it works and how it never dies, but it's, you know, it transfers, so to speak. And once you understand that, this is going to make a lot of sense to you. You're staying in their energy. Okay. So the narcissist, they pull you into a dark space, don't they? Almost to the most darkest space that any of you may have ever visited or knew was available to you. Okay. Now, once they pull you there, they usually discard you there in that space. And then what does the typical survivor do? They stay in that space. They linger in that space. They dwell in that space. They make a home in that space. And what does the narcissist do? They go on to another supply, and being the energy vampires that they are, they're sucking the energy from that person. And this is the energy that they're now consuming. This is the energy that they now have around you, have around them. So are they still in the energy that they put you in? They're not. They're actually not. And that's why, you know, it will seem like, yeah, that they just went on, they're victorious because they're putting themselves in a different energy. They don't want to be a part of that energy. That's why they discarded it. You know, they dumped, you know, they need emotional punching bags. They dumped all their filth and nastiness. You know, they dumped some of it, not all of it, excuse me. They dumped some of that on you, but enough of it to where it became like, this isn't shiny and sparkly anymore. I've sucked all the potent energy that I could out of that source. And this supply over here actually has some potent energy for me. It's not consumed with my energy yet. And that's more appealing to me because I don't really want to be around my energy. See, you're in my energy now. I was able to pull you into my energy. And I need to detach from that and be distracted with another energy that can, you know, help me not be in that energy. So this is what they're doing. So yeah, so if they are leaving you in their nastiness and dirtiness, and then it's mixed with your shadow side as well, right? And then they're going on and consuming themselves with the new supply, or, you know, someone who's more refreshed, who's not as beat down, and, you know, they haven't sucked the energy out of them or depleted them at this point. So that is an escape for them and a way to exit stage left after they've created yet another, you know, horrible, filthy, toxic mess that they're certainly not going to be helping to clean up. Okay. And that's what's going on. But because you're still in it, you're in that energy, you know, just because the narcissist left out of the picture, it doesn't mean that voila, everything just disappears. Okay. All right. So because you're still in that energy that they left you in, because why are you still in that energy? You're trying to figure out what the hell just happened a lot of times. And then once you figure out what just happened, you're adding more dark energy on top of it because now your feelings and emotions, you're that much more hurt and devastated. Then as you're piecing the puzzles, it's always more than what meets the eye. So suddenly it's like magnifying the energy that they left you in. So you're going to be feeling defeated right there because you're still in that sad, dark, sunken energy, you guys, while they're moving on to a different energy. That is a distraction, like I said, from the energy that they brought you into and then left you in. Okay? So it's like an exchange. You know, they come and suck as much as your light out of you as they can. They bring you out into the deep end, in the dark parts of the ocean, if you will, of their mess. Then they're swimming back to the shallow end to find someone else that they can do that with. But they're going to be bringing that person, the longer that person stays with them, deeper and deeper into the deep end. And you feel like you're drowning at that point. And this is what's happening, you guys, all right? So number one, you're staying in their energy. This is why you're going to be the one that feels defeated while they seem victorious, okay? So number two, And these things are connected to one another on some kind of level because you are conscious, because you're conscious and they're more of unconscious state, if you will. This is why you're going to feel defeated while they seem victorious. All right. So when I say that someone has consciousness, another way of looking at that is that person has awareness, but you're dealing with someone that runs from responsibility, that's running from accountability. So, they're not trying to really be awareness. They don't want to take responsibility or be aware of your hurt, your pain, your losses, any setbacks that they caused in your life. They don't want to do that. So they're working to actively block activating that type of domino effect in their life. They're going to run from that. They're jumping ship, yet again, of course, with someone else who they're going to perpetuate the same cycle with. But nonetheless, they try to find a way to jump ship. That's why they say narcissists have a trap door, always have a backup. They're going to have an escape plan, a way to dodge and run away from these things. Meanwhile, especially for those of you who said, wow, that was really devastating and I want to never go through that again. So now you want to be conscious about it. You want to, okay, well, what really just happened here? Why did that happen? How did that happen? What part did they have to play in this? What part did I have to play in this? Like, you want to really connect the dots. I know I did. Like, when I had enough of dating narcissists after narcissists, progressively worse. And, the last scream that the universe had with me. And I was like, oh, I felt that down to the core of my whole essence. And, like, I never want to be yelled at like that again. And I never want to experience this. So I'm taking a fine-tooth comb at this point. And I really want to deal with me. And I want to understand all of these aspects because I never, ever, ever want to be in that place again. Like, I never want to feel that. So your consciousness and your awareness is going to help you be able to really see what happened and, to see that amount of ugliness, for that to become crystal clear to you. Oh, this person never cared about me. This person never loved me. And then all of these other things, all of the betrayals, the ones that didn't meet your eyes when they weren't open and activated, if you will, and seeing all this stuff now is going to make you feel defeated. Like, whoa, like this person just stepped all over my heart. They just stepped all over my spirit and my soul. That's why they call this a soul rape. And, they were takers, take. Like, what did this person give me besides some hard lessons and a broken heart and these horrible feelings that they're swirling around me and within me at this point? So, that's going to make you feel defeated because you set out. You had a goal and you had a plan in this relationship, and you're going to become very conscious and aware of the fact that it didn't go quite that way. And quite ain't even the word. It didn't go that way. I was not granted, it was shut down. It did not work out in that way. And I felt defeated. I tried to give love, shut down. It was shut down. So that awareness, and this is why they say ignorance can be blissful. They get to just run over to another person and say, it's them and not me, right? Because they're not going to take accountability and responsibility. They don't have to deal with their inner demons, create their new mask, whatever they feel this new person needs to see, and on to the next, while still, of course, perpetuating that same cycle of abuse. But, they're running from their consciousness and awareness. They don't want to have that, okay? So the fact that you do, it is going to make you feel defeated in a certain aspect. And I'm going to put that fourth thing that I thought about, I'm going to talk about that one next and then make my number 4. Okay, because this is closely related here. Okay, so the third thing that I want to say is you were defeated. An aspect of you were defeated. Yeah. An aspect of you was defeated, you guys. And that's a good thing, actually. Your shadow side got defeated. You know, it wanted to, you know, continue this relationship, or it wanted to thrive with this toxic person and was shut down. So yeah, you got defeated in that aspect, but you needed to be defeated for your own good. It needed to be shut down. There needed to be an ending. The universe needed to burn that bridge so bad that you could never cross it again for your own good. You defeat of your shadow side. Okay. And some of you may not understand. What do you mean my shadow side, Lakia? I've made at least two, but two main videos explaining what shadow sides are and what shadow work is. And you can refer to those videos. I'll link to the end of this video. You want to understand what that is. But your shadow side was denied there. It got some access, okay? But it was denied eventually for your own good, okay? For your own good. So the fourth thing that I want to talk about here as to why you're the one left feeling defeated, and while they seem to be victorious, you're still falling for their illusions and you know, the perceptions that they're planning, their false mask. You know, are you still lurking on their social medias and believing all these happy, blissful pictures, not thinking about what could possibly be going on behind the scenes if that's the case, knowing that while you were with the narcissist, all hell was breaking loose, but what were they still posting on the social media? They were still protecting that image and controlling that, okay? So you could still be under, you know, the delusions and illusions, the gaslights, the lies, the games, manipulations that of what the narcissist wants you to believe, you guys, okay? And that could be a major reason as to why you're the one feeling defeated. And they seem like the victor. You believe them. They tell you that they're happy and better off without you, and whether they're telling you this directly or they're trying to show you and passive aggressively, you're seeing it. The third party people that they're passing, flying monkeys, passing messages to you. You're just eating it all up. You believe everything that you see and hear, and you're just falling for, you know, these shallow displays and forms of manipulation, and, you know, them trying to still hurt you and put you down after the fact. Okay. Yeah, that's why you're going to continue to have that perception, because you're still defining what you're seeing and stuff based off of what they have to say, when they've just showed you how they're the biggest liars and deceivers and con artists on the planet, and you're still going to believe what they're showing and telling you in a certain sense. Okay. All right. So, and, you know, to that, it's just learning more, educating yourself about what is narcissism, how does that work, and having that shift in your perceptions as a result of receiving that information, you guys. All right. So those are the 4 reasons. You know, of course, there could be more reasons as to why you feel defeated while they seem victorious. Okay. I mean, when you see them jumping from person to person to person, but they're repeating the cycles of abuse, you guys. They're running from accountability and responsibility each and every time. So yeah, it's going to feel and seem that way. Another one bites the dust. Well, your shadow side should be biting the dust, but it needs to bite that dust. Okay. So I hope that this video is helping someone, you know, be able to connect the dots as to, you know, why am I feeling like in such a sunken place? Why does it seem like they're getting away with things, that they're victorious? All right. But just because you feel something, I say this all the time, it doesn't make it the truth of the reality. Just because something seems a certain way, that doesn't make the truth of reality as well. And that's why I really want to use those 2 words here. Okay. So if this video resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like button, you guys. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Lots of videos here, and I do upload quite regularly. I know I took a couple of weeks off, you guys, with my schedule, which is always very busy. It got like 5 times busier, and I don't force down closed doors. And I'm like, I'm going to organically start putting these videos up when it organically happens for me. But I'm going to be open to the universe, allowing that to happen. And I will free my time up as much as I can and let it flow that way. So we are back in business, you guys. And I'm really happy to be back making the videos. Make sure you guys are always hitting that like button to help this channel grow. When you do that, it increases pushes my videos out into YouTube world, and people who wouldn't have known about me will get to find out about me. And this is the kind of channel that you want people to find out about. Okay, it's helping a lot of people. Thank you to those of you who have supported this channel from day one, and and midway through, all the new people, everybody, all of you guys are working together to help grow this channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of your support. All right, I do offer one-on-one coaching, you guys. You can visit my website, lakiacrawford.com, and schedule your session there. If you like an appointment time that is not listed on there, you can email CoachLakia@gmail.com. All that information is down below, you guys. I do offer voice calls. I do FaceTimes. I do email coaching. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all of them. So you can check the website for that. There's all types of packages from a half an hour session, which I don't recommend when you have a lot going on. Okay, these are like good for just quick follow-ups or simple lighthearted things. Trust me, people start their session with me, they never want it to end. So half an hour is not a lot of time. So all right. With that being said, you can visit my website for everything else that I have going on. You guys, I've written 4 books to help you with topics like this, to help you get over breakups and toxic relationships. If you're having a hard time releasing and letting go, reconnecting with yourself, you want additional pearls of wisdom, you definitely want to check out those books. I have videos on this channel that gives you excerpts. As a matter of fact, about a month or so ago, I want to say 5 to 6 weeks ago, I made a video where it was like a Friday night. Yeah, I just went through and had fun sharing excerpts out of those books. And that's inside of a playlist that you can find here. And if you're interested in learning anything about that. All right, I have 2 support groups, one private and one public on Facebook, you guys. Those links are below. Feel free to join both, either or, just a resource for those who are interested. With that being said, you guys, what do I say at the end of all of my videos? Never, ever give up on yourself. That is so important in this life, in this world, and on your journey. Continue to do the work. And until next time, please take care.